Hi, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Good evening, everybody. We are back live at 5 with Chit Chat Podcast. This is your girl, Shadonna, aka Shan. And I am so excited today. Look, y'all, it's a Sunday without football. What are we gonna do? We got one more Sunday, y'all. Just chill out. We got one more Sunday. Y'all can tune in to the podcast with one more Sunday before we get to the big Sunday for the Super Bowl Sunday. So I need everybody checking in today. Y'all have no excuses today. Everybody need to be checking in. Let me know where you're checking in from because there's no football going on today. So nobody has no excuses about checking in before, I let it slide because I know people have teams playing at different times on Sundays. But look, some of y'all teams been sitting at home since week 1. Let's go. Check in. Let's check in. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. And y'all excuse me because I ain't ate all day and I'm so hungry. So, and these grapes are not even sweet either. Look, I refuse to go to Walmart and get these grapes again. I'm sticking to Wegmans, where I always get the fruit from before. Try to give Walmart a chance, but we're not doing Walmart again. Nope, that fruit. We're going to stick to Wegmans because my son said he thinks Wegmans fruit comes straight out of the Garden of Eden. And I believe that too because Walmart can't even touch it. So, yeah, we're going back to Wegmans for our fruit because Walmart, this ain't going to do it. And I wish I can take it back, but can't do it. So y'all check in. Happy Sunday. How y'all doing with a Sunday without football? That's what our episode is today. How y'all doing? We're doing some temperature checks today because y'all, a lot has been going on. We have completed our first month in 2025. And look, 2025 came in like a wrecking ball. And some of y'all had a direct impact of that. So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to let you guys chat about it, talk about it, however you feeling about it. This is open chat day today. So you get to, release some of that frustration, anxiety, whatever you're thinking, feeling, what your concerns are. This is the time to, put it all out. Let your frustrations be heard because we need to process those feelings, right? Anytime that we harbor anything, that stuff lays dormant, and when other things happen, it comes about at the wrong time. So we need to process everything that we're feeling. If it's anxiety, frustration, things that we're not sure about, concerning us. Hello. Hey, sis. And my sister checking in from Warner Robins, Georgia. Hey, Miss Taylor. Miss Angela Taylor from Warner Robins, Georgia. Wartown in the house. I like it. I like it, Warner Robins. Thank you, ladies, for checking in. So we're talking about today, how you guys doing? So that's our topic today. How y'all doing? We're doing temperature checks, talking about how the first month of 2025 has came in, and we're talking about how it came in like a wrecking ball. There's so much has happened. We got a whole new administration in office. So much has happened with them coming in office in a matter of 2 weeks. So it's a lot to process. That's a lot to process, not only as as a country, but people who are working up under the government and who are direct benefactors of some of the things that are happening, coming in and coming down. So this is an opportunity. This is an open forum for you guys to, process some of this frustration, talk about some of the anxiety, and some of the things that we got to deal with, right? Because it's not going to go away. We got a few more years of some things, some anticipation of some things that is yet to come. So, and you're right, Miss Taylor. Pray. Look, I'm a prayer warrior. So yeah, I'm a firm believer. Prayer changes everything. And if you don't have prayer in your life, something wrong with you. So, I'm a big advocate for it. The mantle was handed down to me from my grandmother. She was a praying woman. Irma McClendon. Not a day went by if you knew her. She gonna talk about Jesus all day, 24/7, 365, and she gonna make sure she pray for you or tell you or lead you to Jesus. So you know prayer is one of those tools that anybody can have. And so we got to utilize that, and especially during times like this, it's an opportunity for us to utilize that, not only for ourselves but for everything around us, for things that we know that we don't have the control, things we don't have control of. So it helps to have that prayer life, and that direct source. When you have that direct source, you're connected to the power source. That's what I like to look at. You're connected to the power source. So you're connected to everything that's going to give you the power, or has the power to change things, to make the changes, and to do the things that we're seeking and desiring. So absolutely, Miss Angela. But yeah, so how are you guys? So what do you guys think? So I know that, there's people, probably, are a bit surprised. And then there's probably some of us who'd be like, nah, we weren't surprised. We're not surprised at all. But I'm pretty sure there's some people who are, kind of caught off guard with some of the things that are happening. And so, what do you guys think? Do you think that, this first month was a lot to deal with? Was it a lot to chew for everybody? Do you think that the country as a whole was like, whoa, 2025, slow down. This is not what we was expecting all at once? Because it was a lot. And I was thinking to myself, like, look, I just prayed my way out of 2024. And I was saying, I don't want another year like 2024. And here come 2025, acting like it ain't got no sense at all. and coming with the nonsense. And but then I was like, just like I can command my day, I'm going to command this situation and be like, no, I know who has the plans for my life. So Jeremiah 29:11 says that. So, and because I know who I am and whose I am, then I'm not concerned about sometimes the stuff that comes around me. But sometimes we do get affected by it. So this week was a troubling week for me. I had work going on. I'm a government employer, and I work for a government agency that is part of like the executive branch. And so we're back in office full time. So tomorrow I'll be back in the office, going to work every single day. And so it's a commute for me. So where I live, it's a commute for me for about an hour. It's about an hour drive for me to go to work, depending on the traffic now. So it's an hour for me because I use the toll service, which I pay the Easy Pass, so I can bypass all the traffic on the 66 and 495 area and get straight into DC, and that's when I run into my traffic. But that costs. So that's an extra cost that I take on just so I can do that. But so those are the things that people are dealing with when there are a lot has transitioned since we started the work from home stuff for a lot of people. So it's a big transition when everybody going back to work full time. And I know a lot of people are like, "What? Y'all had it easy working from home?" Not necessarily. Even though it was an adjustment for a lot of people, I think that working from home from 2020 up, and then we're like in 2025, a lot has changed as well. So people's lives have changed. There's things that people have got adjusted to with that work from home life. And it provided opportunities for people. There's people who was able to, provide better, care for, their loved ones when it came to like being a caregiver or, those kind of services. So, you have to you have to think about those things as well. And, kids, people with kids, being available to see, get the kids from school and drop the kids off in the morning times and all that kind of stuff, and getting back adjusted to like, okay, we got to come up with a plan. The kids going, getting on the bus, or somebody dropping them off or picking them up from school, because our hours going to run, past the school schedule time. So there's a lot of adjustments that people got to make. So it's, so people have to give grace for this time as people are getting adjusted. So if you're supervisors and bosses, give grace, because it's a big adjustment. You're talking 4 or 5 years that people have been working from home since the pandemic. So so it's a lot of transitioning and a lot of adjustments that got to take place. So we got to be mindful of that. And speaking of mindful, a lot of organizations have and businesses have incorporated this thing called mindfulness. And what that is taking an opportunity to make sure that your employers understand when they need to take a break, or when they need to say, hey, I need to take some rest from, pull back from something because it's a little bit too much, or I need to step back from this meeting or from the office and take me a break or something, because, something, has, taken on a lot for me today, or I had an anxiety attack or something of that nature. And so they're providing mindfulness now where, some organizations have break rooms, or rooms or facilities where you can go in, you can do yoga, you can do like meditation, you can do, prayer time, whatever the case may be. And I think that's a great thing that that is being offered, because, people need that time. Everybody can't handle things under pressure like, certain people. Certain people can't, count to 100. People get upset. They can't say, well, just count to 100. When you get upset next time, just count to 100. Some people can't do that. Some people go to 100 in a minute. And so you got to make sure that people have the opportunity, that they have resources available, that they can have those things present, and to, with them, that they can say, hey, I'm going to step away, 15, 20 minutes or 30 minutes out my day and go do, wellness, or go do, my mindfulness, and make sure that, I'm good. I'm going to go do a reset. And so make sure that I'm good when I come back or whatever. And so, which I think is good. So if you got an organization that provides those opportunities like wellness or mindfulness, take part in that, especially if you're not doing no kind of therapy or any kind of therapy work for yourself. Take part of that. If your job offers that, definitely utilize that service, because it's such a big benefit for business and corporations right now. And so I would definitely say it would definitely be a benefit to you. Hey Toya, how are you, sis? So good to see you. And what else I was gonna say? So we're talking, if you just coming on, Toya, we're talking, we're just checking in, see how everybody's doing. The first month of January has kicked in. A lot has happened. And, so we're just trying to make sure everybody's good, checking the temperature of everybody. Hi, Miss Jackie. How are you? So, we're just making sure everybody's good. And, just checking the temperature of everybody. A lot has happened. We had the airplane crash in DC, and then another one happened in Philly, and then there was another incident that happened. So it's just been back to back things, and it's just putting people on anxieties. Like it's just turning. It's just like a wheel turning, and people are like, what in the heck going on? Oh my God, like what is going on, kind of thing. And so, so we just want to check in with people to make sure people are good, give people opportunity to release some of that stuff, talk about the things that are frustrating them, some things that concerns them or whatever, because it's a lot to process. It's been a lot to process in the last couple of weeks with things, especially if you're a government employer, all sorts of things. So, I'm telling you, I don't know how many times I don't retired in my head. Y'all, I'm serious. I don't know how many times I don't retired in my head. Like in the last 3 weeks, I don't came up with all kind of retirement plans. I'd be like, let me see, I can do this. I got this option. I can do this. I can do this. But shoot, I wouldn't be married if I did this, so all this stuff, I don't have all these, like all this option plans that I'm like, goodness gracious, like, but at the end of the day, you got to make sure that when you're strategizing and coming up with stuff, you got to make sure you're thinking clearly, because we don't know what's going to come. Every day something is coming down, and we got to make sure that we're thinking straight, because we're not sure how that other stuff is going to come down, and how legitimate that stuff is. So make sure when you're responding or reacting to the things that are coming down, then you make sure that stuff is legitimate, because some of that stuff may not be legitimate or lawful. And so and you got to let the process, before we react and respond to certain things, because you'll be out there putting in retirement papers and knowing you have to, because there's things, behind the scenes going on. So but yeah, so we have to be I know there's people concerning about certain things that that could possibly be happening. But stay informed, with certain things, but not too informed where it catches you up, where you're glued to the TV and you're so caught up in and you like, it's starting to aggravate you. Every day you in a mood, you can't stand watching the TV, you can't stand hearing what they got to say. Look, that's why I don't watch it. I can't watch it, because look, you're not going to change my mood or whatever. So can't do it. I won't even waste the brain cells. Not doing it at all. Toya said, preparing myself for my new girls next week. What new girls, Toya? I'm lost. Tell me. Let me know what you mean by that. Jackie said, that's been me. Absolutely. I'm telling you, we all got to be like, we all just got to be mindful. I know it's gonna be days where we go and be like, we don't know what we're gonna be walking into the office hearing or getting. So we got to be prepared for anything. And just like Ms. Angela Taylor said earlier, praying is important. So having a prayer life, look, don't leave home without it. Don't start your day without it. Don't leave home without it, because you don't know what you're going to walk into. You don't know what you're going to, what's going to meet you at the office door or anything. So you need to make sure, and especially right now, what we dealing with right now, you don't ever know. So you want to make sure that you're definitely guarded and grounded and covered in the necessary things that you need. So, but yeah. Oh, yay. Good for you, sis. I'm excited. Yes, reconstruction surgery. I love it. I love it. You're going to have to make sure you come back on the podcast when we do our awareness month and come back and tell us about it and let us know how everything went. So let us know. So tell me what you guys been some of the concerns you guys had since the first month has happened, and some of the things that has trickled down. What has been some of your concerns? Because there's been a lot of stuff Federal financial aid has been one of the issues that's been threatened. We already know the DEI has been taken off tape. And I mean, look, we're in February, Black History Month. MLK, Martin Luther King, Junior Holiday, Black History Month on pause, the Holocaust observance on pause. Like, when have we ever paused in observance month? Like, come on. Like, this is so serious. So, I'm just like, this is the month of February. So if you guys are not getting any Black history anywhere else, Chit Chat Podcast will make sure you guys get some Black history, because we will be presenting some Black history stuff on Chit Chat Podcast on our Sunday episodes. But it's crazy. I have never, even during my times of the military and serving in the military, and my time, going to HBCU, we have never experienced this, guys. Like, people taking a leader, our national leader, pausing something like that is very unheard of. So, so definitely what Miss Angela said is trying times, and those trying times, it needs to be praying times. So we definitely, and it's definitely a time where everybody needs to be like unified, because this is definitely not a time where people need to be divided, because division would definitely separate a whole lot and create a whole lot of chaos and separate us on a whole lot of issues. And we need to make sure we are informed on a lot of things concerning us and the things that we need to be concerned about, so that we can be unified on issues that we're fighting about and that concerns us. Because I shared with my kids on the issues that I was concerned about pertaining to them, because I know it will be a direct impact to their school and their school benefits, and possibly their benefits when it comes down to VA, because I'm a veteran, and our veteran benefits that my children get through that can possibly be a direct impact. So nobody's safe. So, we have to, so I'm trying to educate them so they'll understand, what the fight is all about too, as well, because they're direct benefactors of that as well. So, so we have to, we have to make sure that we're well informed on things, because at the end of the day, you might think, oh, this don't concern me. It may not concern you today, but it might concern your kids or your grandkids or your future grandkids tomorrow or 5 years from now. So you need to be fighting for situations now that might be a direct impact for them 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. So, and that's why I'm saying, you guys got to be well informed on some things. When things coming out, read that stuff. Understand what they're saying and doing. And if you don't, get with somebody that understands it and knows it, and ask questions, because at the end of the day, we gotta be ready to fight. We gotta be ready to fight for some stuff, because if we don't, these modern day Jim Crow laws will be back in like full force, like, in camouflaged, in a way that will blindside us, and we don't want to be blindsided. And so we got to make sure that we are well informed on things that are a direct impact for us and a direct impact to our children. Latoya said, we are trying to figure out our plan for DJ for school. Just got a notice about his FAFSA is on hold due to, man, I know. And a lot of schools, because of that, need to be thinking like, okay, I know that this kid or these kids received financial aid previously, and because it's on hold, they don't need to be I don't think they need to be holding the kids' school or provide. If they know that the kids receive this financial aid before. I don't know why my light is flickering, but I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. But if they know that those kids receive financial assistance, prior to this freeze, then let them kids continue school. Because after a freeze or whatever, if the freeze is lifted, that those funds gonna be lifted. So why stop these kids from going to school? So Tori, don't do anything. Let them, fight the fact that he needs to continue school, because at the end of the day, that freeze can be lifted at any moment, especially if there's some legalities behind it. If there's some things that's being fought legally behind it, that freeze is lifted, immediately because of that, then, his school, can continue. So, don't pull him from places. So Freedom Church is providing Black History Celebration. Okay, awesome. So Miss Angela Taylor is in Warner Robins, Georgia. So she said her church, Freedom Church, is providing Black History Celebration. So if you're in that area or the Middle Georgia area, surrounding area, Warner Robins, Macon, Byron, Macon, Warner Robins, Cordell, all that area, that Middle Georgia area, check out Freedom Church. They're providing Black History Celebration. And she said, our youth are preparing a Black History program. Awesome. I love that. I've been reaching out to one of my old friends from back in home, because I want to provide some Black History stuff from my hometown. We had some hometown Black History legacy stuff that have ceased, only because, nobody has been working it. The people who worked it for years, they've gotten older. Nobody younger has picked up the programs or did anything with it. And one of the programs was, it was a scholarship program called the Miss Afro Beauty Pageant. And the Miss Afro Beauty Pageant goes back years. And it was such a big thing in the community, because all the girls, want to compete in the Miss Afro Beauty Pageant because, one, it provided a scholarship for you to go to college. And then, every year when that pageant happened in February, it happened the last Saturday in February, because of Black History Month. And it would be packed for that pageant, like the whole town. My town is small anyways, but the whole town, because that was the thing. Everybody want to know who's going to be the next Miss Afro, and who's competing, that kind of thing. And it was such a big thing. And I remember, growing up, my mom had 5 girls, so I remember growing up, 4 of us competed in the Miss Afro pageant. So 4 of us competed and 2 of us won Miss Afro. I was Miss Afro 1994. My youngest sister was Miss Afro 1997. So, So I'm telling you, things like that, you don't forget, because it's legacies and stuff like that started based off of Black history programs. And so, and I want to highlight that. So I'm working on trying to highlight that, and probably get some of the old queens to come on the podcast and talk about how that pageant was for them and what it provided for them, for the opportunity, because we're from a small hometown. So you talking about getting a scholarship to go to college. I went to Savannah State at the time. And so, getting a scholarship to go to school and leave that little small hometown or whatever, that was big for some of us. And so, that's what Black history, provided, with us. And it also gave us an opportunity to learn some Black history, because a lot of our talent for the pageant was always, culturally cultivated. We did, Black history monologues, and, and then we had to wear African attire for one of our opening acts, and it was always like some kind of African theme, or like safari theme or something or whatever, for the opening act or whatever. And it was always so well, like, I always remember it so well, like, presented like growing up. And that's why I always be like, every year we would go and watch like who's going to be crowned or whatever. And I always be like, oh, I can't wait to be in the pageant, as a little girl. And then, my first year going to be in it I think the earliest you can be in it was like ninth grade or whatever. And as soon as I went to ninth grade, I was like, oh, I'm going to be in the pageant. And went and got in the pageant in ninth grade and won it my first year. I figured I was going to go 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th and be in every year till I win, and won it my first year. So, but yeah, it was a highlight for every young Black girl because of that. And they taught you different stuff. You got Black history facts and all this stuff. And it was like weeks of practicing all this stuff. And you were being taught all this Black history during this whole time. So, things like that, you won't ever lose sight of. And it's important we had that, because look how that stuff's trying to be taken away. That's how easy that stuff is trying to be taken away from us, because they don't want it to be taught. And because they don't want to be taught, you know what, when it's time for me to have my grandkids or whatever, it's going to be up to me to teach them, because they're not going to get it in school. So it's going to be up to me as the grandmother to be able to teach them the stuff that they can't be taught in school, because people don't want them to know their history. So it's being denied to them. So so we got to be ready. We got to be ready on all sides, because we don't know what's going to come at us, but we got to be equipped and ready, and ready to do things and be ready for whatever come our way. Our pastor today did a sermon, and it said how we got over, and he came out of Joshua chapter 4 verses 1-7, and he was talking about how they was going to they was getting to the promised land, and Joshua was now the new leader, and so it was talking about how when they was crossing over or whatever, they was crossing over the water, they was asked to pick up stones, to carry a stone, and the significance of that stone was they wanted to bring something that was a remembrance of what they had been through. And so we got to have remembrance of the things that we've been through, not only what we've been through, but what our parents have been through, what our previous parents have been through, our grandparents have been through, those things. And so those are the stones. And so and if we don't have that, if they're trying to take that away from us or whatever, then it's up to us, to be able to keep that stuff, embedded in us, so that when we're able to pass it down to our next generation, which is our kids and our grandkids or whatever, because they're trying to take it away. So so I need you guys to be ready. I need you guys to be equipped, be like, look, don't look, you either gonna be how they said, you either gonna be the thermometer, or you're gonna be the how they said what is it, Jada? The thermometer or the I'm trying to think how they said it. You either gonna adjust. I can't think it right now, but you're either gonna like adjust, to the environment, or let the environment, change you. And so, and we want to be change agents. So I definitely want to be. I have never been somebody who was easily led astray. I've always been a leader myself, but I want to be a change agent. If there's something that, can be improved, done better, or whatever, hey, let's put our heads together. Let's do it. Let's create some things or whatever, and that's why I have this platform here, because I wanted an opportunity for women to have an open space, a safe space, to be able to encourage and support and motivate each other So that, every day when we're doing everyday things as women, we have that support system. We may not have a sister or best friend or girlfriend or whatever, or a tribe behind us, but we got this platform. We got a platform of sisters here, that can support us and encourage us. We ain't got to know each other. Look, we ain't got to be related. We ain't got to know each other, but hey, sis, I got you. Look, you know, we right behind you. We're supporting you. We're encouraging you. You got this. Press on. Keep pushing, or whatever the case may be, because your issue today might be my issue tomorrow. So, and we have to look at it that way. We have to look at it that way. I was I think I had shared like a few months ago, like, how, we all go through different things. There's different stages in our life and we go through different things. And let me tell you, 2024 kicked my butt. And so, and I had shared, and I think I shared with my podcast, bits and pieces of certain things or whatever. And, and one of them was, a past relationship. And so, and when I tell you, I was like, it turned me every which way except loose. But, now as I'm going through the healing process of it, it's a great way. Oh Lord, it's a great way for me to give an opportunity to share that with somebody who might be going through the same thing, a same or similar situation, and then they can help somebody else. So, so we, our situations sometimes don't always just be for us. It be for us, and somebody else, so we can be a benefit to help somebody else. So, and a lot of times that's what ministry is all about as well. When we're going through things, it ain't always about us. Could God be like, yeah, you went through that, true enough, but you didn't go through that just for you. You went through that so you can help somebody else. So, and a lot of times that's what we do. We go through things not just for us, so that we can help somebody else. So if we just going through stuff just for us, God ain't getting no benefit out of that, because he already know what he gonna do to make us get better. So so he allowing us to go through things so that we can help somebody else. But so I know we talked about how the first month came in like a wrecking ball. So what are some other issues you guys been concerned about? I know that a lot of the employees look, I know that our organization has to be back at work full time, this month in February, but I think most majority of the agencies have to be back by March, sometime in March. So, so people are gradually coming back in every single day or whatever, but it's a whole lot of issues with that. No parking spaces, office spaces is limited because, people been, away from work for 4 or 5 years, since the pandemic. So there hasn't been a lot of, we've given up a lot of real estate because of that. And so now everybody has to go back into the office space, and it's not a lot of space for everybody. And so, people are trying to scramble to say, hey, I want everybody back at work, every single day. And we're trying to abide by the executive order, all these EOs that are coming down, and we don't have places to put people. And so so it's those issues that are being worked behind the scenes that are not feasible based off all these EOs that are coming down that don't see those issues. And so so it's starting to be an aggravation for a whole lot of people. And so because I'm only gonna drive around the parking lot, about 10 minutes looking for a parking space. If I don't find a parking space in 10 minutes or whatever, then I'm gonna just put in I'm just gonna put in my leave and go home. That's what I'm gonna do. So, but because we don't have a whole lot of space. So let's see what the comments said. Free. God is not pleased. Man, it's like God is not pleased. Look, Miss Angela, I'm telling you. Look, we gonna let God deal with that, because I'm. Ooh, she said that's right. Latoya said, I wrote a letter to the dean and president. You taught me well by putting everything in black and white. Girl, look, the way to stay on it. Way to stay on it. Yeah, because you don't want to pull him out of school, based off something that's just on pause. There's something that's, frozen or just on pause, because that can be lifted. And if it's lifted, those funds are released. And so you don't want to remove him out of school or change his school. And then he got to start the process over at a whole new school. And so that means he's got to go in and redo his paperwork. He got to, and y'all already know how financial aid works. At every school, financial aid offices be the same way. I don't give a doggone. Look, they the same way. They the same way at Yale. They look. It ain't no difference at Yale as it was at Fort Valley State. When my son was going to dual enrollment at Fort Valley State, it's the same. So I don't know if it's just universal for financial aid offices, but everybody have issues at financial aid offices. So, but, just stick with it and stay on it, Toya. That's all I can say. And don't pull him out of school. Definitely don't pull him out of school. So Toya said, the traffic is going to be worse for me now getting to and from work by the base. Girl, look, I'm not even going to have no sympathy for you. Because that traffic y'all have, that little traffic y'all have, girl, I'm not finna give you no sympathy. Hey, Shayna. And you was wearing that suit today, girl. I seen your picture on Facebook. You looking good, too. You wearing that suit. But, yeah. Look, I'm not going to be, look, don't talk to me about no traffic by the base. Girl, please. Look, I'm going to see if I can video some traffic in the morning when I'm on my way to work. Now, I got to leave early because I got to find me a parking space before 7 o'clock now. So I'm gonna try to show y'all this early commute traffic before 7 and still show y'all what I'm dealing with. Hey, Shonda. Hey, girl. Look. Hey, girl. Hey, look, Shonda, you're always late. Y'all, that's my friend Shonda. We was friends in the military, but Shonda has always been the late one. She's always late. Shayna covered to always late. Shayna is always late too. Thank you. Speaking of going back on base, walking twice a day will start next Monday. Going to use my time. Look, that's what Shayna, I just said that. Make sure you guys use all of those resources that these jobs are providing, like wellness, mindfulness, all of that stuff that these jobs are providing. Utilize that. Look, utilize your wellness time, your mindfulness time. They give you mindfulness time that you get to take a 15-minute mental break, go do some meditation or do whatever. Take that. That's what it's there for. So, yeah, I'm going to make sure I do mine too, honey. Look, I have to take a break. I work in a skiff. So I got to step out of that skiff. I need to step out the skiff. I need to check my phone, see what's going on in the world. We don't be knowing what's going on. We don't even know if it's raining outside. So yeah, I'll be wanting to check and see what's going on. Sean said, tell him DC traffic straight punch with girl. Ooh, that's why I said when she talking about that traffic by the base, I'm like, girl, look, that's the only thing that makes me think twice about this move here. I'd be like, I don't know what the heck I was thinking. But if I have to drive it every day, yeah. And look, I'm just gonna be broke spending my money on the Easy Pass, taking the toll road every day. Cause I mean, look, I'm gonna have to get me a sugar daddy just for the toll. Get me a toll payment every month. Look, I need toll money. I need an Easy Pass money. So she said, I'll be trying. Oh, no, girl, you always late. I can't believe you called me out like that. Shayna, I proved my case. Shayna said, it's not us, Shayna. Yes, it's y'all. It's y'all. Miss Angela said, "My God, look, y'all, we got to do better though. Look, late ladies, y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better. Y'all will complain about. I've been complaining about the Walmart bitter grapes, honey, but I'm still eating them because I'm so hungry. But but if y'all ever have a Wegmans in y'all area, get the fruit at Wegmans. They're so much better. I've been trying to get Walmart a time with a fruit. Not doing it anymore. Just like I told Jada today, I said, we going back to Wegmans for our fruit because I don't get Walmart way too many times to get a fruit right, and it's not. And my son said Wegmans fruit tastes like it come out the Garden of Eden, and it does. And so we going back to Wegmans for our fruit. I said we don't compromise on our hotel, so we ain't finna compromise on our fruit either. So and this is a prime example, not to compromise. Because I'm like, oh, it's so bitter, but I don't want to waste no food, and I don't want to waste my money because food is expensive. And our president ain't start working on inflation stuff like he promised. Little eggs still $7 and $8. That was his campaign. That was his campaign stuff. So I was checking prices today, and price ain't went down. So stuff is still expensive. I love me some Publix fruit. Oh, girl. If I had a Publix near me, child, these old bougie places out here, they ain't got no Publix. Yeah. Look, I'm telling Publix, ooh, and they fruit be so fresh. It's not up to par. Walmart is trash at times. Ooh, everywhere. It be like everywhere you go to Walmart. It don't matter nowhere, everywhere you go. It's always like that. I'm like, come on, Walmart, y'all starting to create a culture. I don't like that. I don't like that. So when I retire and start my business consulting business, that's gonna be one of the main business I'm gonna try to pull in the Walmart to do they reorg. Yeah, I'm really gonna try to pull them in as a client and reorg them because they culture needs to change. I don't like them long lines, some unnecessary long lines in there, all that kind of stuff. We got to change that culture in Walmart. And that's going to be one of my first places I'm going to try to snag them as a consultant. I'm going to try to get Walmart because they need it bad. Walmart fruit baddie, and it goes bad too. If you don't eat that fruit in 2 days, honey, look, I just told Jada I started to take this bag of fruit grapes back because I'm going to clean the grapes, picking up grapes, some grapes already rotten. I feel like taking this back because we spend too much money on our fruit. Fruit is expensive, and I'm trying to eat healthy too. I ain't got time for be wasting money on healthy food and it's rotten. I don't like it. So, Mr. President, if you listening, I need you to get on your job working on this inflation stuff because these grapes are way too expensive for me to be eating healthy and trying to eat a healthy lifestyle. And I spend way too much money on them, and I'm buying rotten fruit. That's a no-go for me. He just made it worse. Look, he probably monitoring us on Facebook either way. Facebook and what's the thing? It ain't Twitter anymore. What is it called? X. He probably monitoring us anyway. Two lines when you go in there and they want you to show a receipt. Look, I just checked myself out. So why you want me to check a receipt? You watch me on the camera, check my, scan my stuff, put it in the bag myself, and then you want to check my receipt coming out? Look, and send me my W-2 since I don't work all year for y'all, scanning my own groceries. Yes, I am asking him to help. That's his job. That's what he promised. That's what he promised. He need to get focused anyway. He all over the place. He need to get focused. He ADHD. They might as well pay you what? They might as well pay you what, Toya, for what? She said they might as well. Yeah, I know Shayna. He on X. He probably on here too. He probably on here monitoring us too. You know they all friends. He needs Jesus. He beyond needs Jesus. Miss Angela, he beyond needs Jesus. Yeah. But we all need Jesus though at this point. Because Lord, he need to come. He need to come. He need to come quickly. We do. We all work at Walmart. Walmart probably getting some kind of tax deduction for having. I know. They probably so. Having all those doggone self-checkouts open. Yeah. He's too worried about Canadian Mexican DEI. The sugar dads put their retirement papers. Look, I know the sugar dads put in their retirement papers. Shayna, all the sugar daddies at Robbins Air Force Base put in theirs. Oh God, all the Robin ones. These jokers out here still working. They're gonna work till they're 85. Girl, they still working up here. Sugar daddy's a hot girl. They don't make them like that no more. They don't make them like that no more. I was just saying, I'm gonna need me a sugar daddy just to pay for my Easy Pass every month. Cause ain't no way I'm taking $4.95 and the other way around to get to work. It's gonna take longer. I need the Easy Pass every day to get to work. It's gonna be expensive. So I'm gonna need me some Easy Pass money. Going there and coming back, I need Easy Pass money. So yeah, that's gonna work for me. And that's true, Toya. The Bible does says the Bible does speaks about us living in our last days and signs of us living in our last days. So, and some of the signs are relevant. Shane said, "Sugar Daddy." Hi, sent by Jada. Who is that? It's girl Lori. Okay. Hi, Lori. Probably won't see you outside of the BX. Girl, look. It's trying to say Silver Fox for me. Girl, make sure he have a friend. The Silver Fox crew. I seen them at the at Essence. They was at Essence. Showing love. Have a good day. Well, thank you for joining us, Lori. Make sure you come back. Look, y'all know we got the singles Love is Blind game coming up at the end of the month, February 23rd. So I know I have a whole lot of single ladies on here, but we're also looking for single men too, because we can't play the game without the men. So I need you ladies to who are interested in before we close out, I need you ladies who are interested to, Jay, can you pull up our flyer? Who are interested to send your information in. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be fun. We're going to make it fun. It's not going to be anything embarrassing or anything like that. But you get an opportunity where you have a chance to meet somebody. And we just trying to see if, you're compatible with somebody. If you feel like that, you get a chance to, interact with us and the person on the game live on the podcast, and our podcast audience get to vote and decide who they thought was most compatible and who they thought would be a good match. And those two people would get a paid dinner by Chic Chat Podcast to get to know each other. So, and if they're in two different cities or states or whatever, we can still pay for the dinner. They can do it by Zoom, do it virtually or whatever. We'll just pay for the dinner at their locations, and they can kind of meet together virtually on Zoom or however, FaceTime or whatever. But yeah, I think it'll be so fun. So, look, trying to give you guys another fun way or opportunity to meet somebody. Since, a lot of y'all complaining that the dating pool has pee in it. So, look, I'm not even trying to jump in it out there because I'm just like, I'm so sick of it. I'm like, ugh. But yeah, I want y'all to like join and have some fun with it. Like, come and see who it might be, and you never know. You could gain a friend. It could be somebody that a companion. Y'all can go do things with, travel with. You never know. And so, come and have some fun. And if it's opportunity that the podcast think that you and that person is compatible, or they think that y'all would be a good match, y'all get a dinner on us. Look, a paid dinner. So and you can't beat that. And it's no pressure to you guys. So if you guys decide, hey, this is not a fit for us, we got to know each other, we had dinner, it's a no-go for us. Look, no worries or whatever, but it was a fun way to kind of get to know somebody outside of, because a lot of y'all be at home and talking about, yeah, you ready to meet your husband, and how he gonna find you? He gonna come rob you out your house? That's what I be telling my sister, so I hope she's still on here listening. But how he gonna find you, robbing you out your house? So at least I'm not it stuck in the house, but I ain't ready to get back out there either, but I ain't stuck in the house. But when I do avail myself, trust and believe, I'm going to avail myself. So, and I'm going to be ready. So, but yeah, you guys, have some fun with it. We looking for some volunteers. So ages 21 through 55 is the ages that we're allowing. So if we have more so of a certain age, then we'll try to solicit more people around that age. Because unless y'all are some cougars and y'all want some younger ones, we'll let you see. Put that in your preference if that's your preference or whatever. Hey, I'm a cougar, I like them young. Let us know. And then we'll say, hey, okay, they like them young, so we'll keep them at that age for them. So Cheryl said, Yolanda said, what about 57? We said 55, so 57 is fine. 57 is fine. You probably not gonna have nobody in the 60 though. So unless you're okay with dating somebody under that age. My sister's trying to knock my group. Girl, get you a young one. You ain't had one in a minute. Just get you a young one. Just for that time. Look, Tori, don't be trying to get Shayna one. You jump on it. Look, it's an opportunity for all of y'all. Look, all y'all, and all of y'all are cutesies too. Look, y'all better jump on this opportunity. All y'all cute. All y'all are cute. Y'all better come on. Look, I'm gonna peep out the guys when they solicit. I've been asking people at work. To do it. And so I'll be like, I need some eligible bachelors, some good ones. I want some good selections. I ain't finna try to give y'all no anything. I want some good selections that people can be like, that's my husband. Because y'all know I ain't finna do y'all like that. Because I want somebody to be like, that's my husband. Look, because I'm a wife. I ain't out here looking for nothing but my husband. Look, I ain't out here looking for no boy or no boyfriend. I need husband material. I got one working on, sis. Okay. Don't mind me then, honey. Don't mind me. But yeah, and you guys, and if you know somebody that would be good for that game, let them know about it, and let them put it in. All the submissions have to be in by February 17th. And we would do it live on our show on February 23rd, which is the last Sunday in this month. So Valentine's Day will be gone, but it don't matter. This whole month is about love. So you know, so we're gonna dedicate it to you guys that last Sunday of the month. We know we got Super Bowl next Sunday, so everybody gonna be all tended to Super Bowl stuff. So who y'all got for Super Bowl before we close out? Who you got for the Super Bowl next Sunday? And we will be closed next Sunday for Super Bowl. I will post some stuff. We will have some stuff posted for Black History Month. So y'all can check out the page for Black History Month information for next Sunday. But we will be closed because we know everybody gonna be Super Bowl partying and all that kind of stuff. I won't, because I gotta go to work. I gotta be work every day now, so I won't. But we'll be closed, but we'll be back the following Sunday. So and then y'all have Jada and Miss Tequila will be y'all host the following Sunday, because I will be on vacation. Okay. I might actually I don't, if I'm not sure if Tequila will be available. If Tequila's not available, we might have a special guest with Jada on that Sunday. I'll see if her daddy would host with her. So I think that'll be a good one. See if her and her daddy will host together. So hey Noelle. Look at Noelle, my old supervisor, don't checked in. Hey Noelle, where she said not too much on Miss. You was cheering. I was cheering for the Commanders one time. I cheered for them one time, but after they beat my Bucks, I ain't cheer for them. I ain't cheer for them no more. I cheer for the other people. But I'm going for the Eagles because they got my Georgia Bulldogs on their team, and I'm sick of the Chiefs. I'm so sick of them doggone Chiefs. I want somebody to beat them. I'm tired of them. Who else? What you got? Daniels is awesome. He is so awesome. Daddy says if you keep calling them your boyfriend, they are continuing to act like a boy. Well, look, I ain't gonna call him. Look, I can't call him my husband until he start being like one. And then he got to solidify that thing. Look, because I don't make the mistake of treating one like a husband already, and he didn't live up to it. So you don't get that again. How do I get the information to her? It's on our flyer, Yolanda. If you get the flyer off our group page. The email is on there, so you can probably just copy the flyer and send it to her and send her information. We would need her bio, so she needs to send her bio and a picture of herself and her bio to that Chit Chat email. Yeah, I was trying to get my son to come on the Love Is Blind, but then I'll be mad because then he tend to pull older women, and I'll be mad if I see some older women on here be trying to hit on my baby. So I'll be like, get the heifer off the stage, Jada, because she hitting on my baby. So, but he told me I ain't getting on there. So I'm not gonna get on nothing like that. So, but he won't do it. But he gonna try to get some of his friends to do it. But yeah. Don't let Libra hear you say that about them Chiefs. Girl, she done already hit me up. Don't tag me on Facebook talking about the Chiefs. So she told me, how about them Chiefs? I was like, girl, I have an idea. Let's do a virtual vision board. Who said that? Let's do a virtual. Who was that? Oh, okay. We can do that. We can do that. We did vision boards the year before, right? Yeah, we did vision boards the year before. I'll make sure my little wig ain't sliding back. Y'all know I ain't got no hair up on here. She said, "You sound like you sound like me, Shan." I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Uh, well, look, that is it for us today, ladies. Please share the Love is Blind flyer so we can get some max participation for that game. I think it's going to be fun. It'll be good for you guys to kind of see, who could be compatible, if it's you that you're going to be on there and you're interested in being on there. Look, come on and have some fun. Look, and look, it's a free dinner. You get, y'all get picked, as compatible, that's a free dinner on us. You can't miss out on that. I'm all about for people finding love and doing, I like love. So I want people to find their thing, find your boo, find it. So y'all can be happily ever after. So let's do this, so we can get y'all like the pee and poop pools in the dating world. So I will share with some young ladies and gentlemen. Good, Miss Angela, at your church. Yeah. Yes, we need some Christian ones. Yeah, we need some good Christian ones. Yeah. Yeah. But we like to have fun too. So, let them know they ain't got to come in here too, but we want them to, keep their morals as well. But yeah, we're going to have some fun. It'll be some fun questions, some good questions, and and some questions that people will want to know when you're dating somebody. Those kind of questions. So be ready for that, and be prepared. But last wrap up. Who you got for the Super Bowl? Somebody. I know Miss Angela said Eagles. So who y'all got? Who you got? So look, don't just be eating chicken wings and trying to be cute next week, ladies. We representing too now. We represent too. We know a little bit about football. Jada don't learn a little bit about football. She went to one Commanders game and she don't learn something about football. And now she thinks she know everything about football. Now her brother don't play football his whole entire life. And she just not learned about football. So, okay, we got Eagles. Look at Libra. Chiefs. Eagles. Okay. Yolanda said she didn't want to watch halftime. You ready to watch Kendrick Lamar? I just want to hear that one song. I'm going to find my boo on here so we can win Ruth Chris. Okay. Go on, Shonda. I don't blame you, honey. Go on and find your boo. I hope you find him too. I hope we have a good one for you with your little prissy self. Noelle said she got a Chief. Okay, Noelle's a Chief fan. Okay, Eagles. They not like us. No, they ain't. And he need to sing that hard. Look, when he sang that on Sunday, all of us need to be singing that. All the DEIs, everybody need to be singing that on Sunday. That need to be a hard rocking song on Sunday. I'll be here at work partying myself. Oh, you gonna be working on Super Bowl? I'm not a Mahomes fan. Mm-mm. He get on my nerve. He be whining to the refs too much. So I hope our Eagles defense pop him all night long. I hope they pop him. I can't say what I want to say. Because when I get in my football mode, because I'm a football mom, but I'm a diehard football fan too. So when I get in my football mode, when I talk junk about football, ooh, I can't say what I want to say on here, but I hope they pop him good. Look, hit squad all day. My son was a linebacker, so I like that hitting stuff. She didn't learn nothing. She was cheering for them Commanders. Poor Jada. Oh God, Jada, you hear that? She laughing over here. Yes, hospitality always open. Yeah, y'all are. Poor thing, but y'all got TVs though, so you can watch it. Just make sure you have you some snacks and stuff while you watching it, and we'll be thinking about you and stuff. So, but you can dance. You can dance during halftime with us. While you at work. So, but ladies, it's been a joy. Thank you guys for tuning in and checking in. It looks like y'all temperatures are good to go. Look like we can carry on for another week. it's a new month. So hopefully this new month, we got some new things going on, brand new mercies that's gonna follow us this month. It's the month of love. So hopefully those of us who are looking and seeking for that, that it finds us. I pray that love chases us and favor chases us this month. And that whatever your heart desires, that God grants it for you as well. So let's be mindful of the things that, we need to be, learning and researching that come down, the pipe when it comes down from these EOs and things that are, official, so that we make sure that we're doing the things that are proper, and that we take care of ourselves. Because when we're taking care of ourselves, making sure we're taking care of our livelihood and our future and the things ahead. So I appreciate you guys checking in. We're off next week, so we'll see you guys the week after. And enjoy your Super Bowl week. Enjoy your Super Bowl time with your family, friends. Have a good time. Be safe. All that good stuff. And I will see you guys back after my vacation. Look, and pray for me, because my son got me all nervous now, because I'm on American Airlines coming back from my trip. And so he's so nervous about it. I'm going to be calling American Airlines, Mom, on the day of your return, and every flight that you got to be on, I'm going to be calling them. Did that plane land, secure? Because my mama's on that plane. And I believe he's going to do that too. Because if y'all know my son, y'all know how he is about his mama. So, and he is so serious about that, because he don't have me try to change my flight so many times, and I can't, because there's nothing else to change it to. So he is so concerned about it. So y'all be praying for my baby, because he's gonna be so worried about his mama. But God got me. I'm a God's girl. But y'all have a good one. I will see you guys when I get back. But y'all enjoy your Super Bowl next week, and love you guys. We will chat with you guys later, because that's what we do on Chic Chat Podcast, chat all things women. Have a good one. Talk to you guys later.